Hi you guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another vlog. Today we are going to be talking about everything the Empyrean series. I finished all 3 books, so I ended up finishing Onyx Storm not that long ago. It was maybe like a week and a half ago, but I definitely needed to just debrief that and die a little inside because we don't have the next book yet, so did take me a little bit to get through that. But I am so excited because I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that experience for me, like what I liked about it, what I loved about it. I want to know your guys' thoughts on the Empyrean series. I know that this series is very popular. A lot of people love it, but I also know that like it's actually really good. From what I've read and what I've had the chance to like really soak in with this series, I feel like it is such a good series, and I have always been one for like fantasy. Romantasy is a new genre for me personally. Like romantasy in the like spice type of way is new to me, and this series, like if you're new to fantasy or even romantasy, I think this series is perfect. Like it was so easy for me to understand, for me to read, for me to just absorb. It was something that I absolutely loved, and I think everything is great about the series. However, I do want to talk a little bit about each book in depth a little bit. So if you are scared of spoilers, if you haven't read the entire series, if you're still in the process of reading these books but you haven't finished, I would save this video for later. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and come back to it when you're done. Because when you're done, we're gonna have a conversation. But I don't want to share or like ruin anything for you guys, especially because there's so much in these books that will quite literally break you down. Like yeah. So take your time, enjoy those books. I hope you have the best time because these are very special to me now, as they are to many people. And so like save this video for later, come back, and then we'll talk about it, right? And you can comment whatever it is that you want. I was lucky enough to not actually like read anything that ruined anything for me, but I also couldn't look at any fan art, or I couldn't even search it on Pinterest because there's just so many things out there that quite literally like ruin the book or like spoil it for you. So I wouldn't look at any fan art. I wouldn't try to like look at anything because things will be spoiled for you. Like this is just like, it's everywhere. People are posting quotes, pictures, fan art. Like it's easy to get lost in all the spoilers that are out there. So I just hope that for you guys, nothing gets spoiled because it's such a ride. And I think that it's worth it. Like 100% absolutely loved, devoured these books. So good. So let's get into it. If you don't want spoilers, I will leave now. But let's talk about Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing, you guys. I didn't know what to expect. I had no idea what to expect. Not one thought in my head about what was going to happen. You guys know that I like to go into books blind. I don't read the synopsis. I don't read the summaries. I only know what I've heard of on Booktok, on Bookstagram, and some of Pinterest. And then like also for me, like I wanted to see like merch and things like that, which I would not do either if you're not trying to get anything spoiled for you. But I did do that for like when I was into the book already, and there is some things that were like I didn't understand at the time, but now that I think back on it, I'm like, well, that was kind of spoiled for me, but I didn't know in that way. But so I went into this book absolutely not knowing anything. All I know was that there was dragons, and that's really it. I didn't even know that you had to like go to school to become a writer. I just knew that there was dragons and people rode them. That's it. And I was happy with knowing that. I was like, dragons, count me in. Like, that sounds good to me. Like, I would love dragon. Like, let's just, you know? And so when I started this series, or when I started Fourth Wing, I was just like, what the hell? Like, what is happening in this book? Violet sounds like she's the tiniest little thing. So Fourth Wing is just so good. The tension between Xaden and Violet was just absolutely out of this world. So freaking good. Dane, at first I was like, oh my gosh, he's so sweet. Her first love, or you know, like best friends since they were young. Like he really knows what's best for her. He wants to protect her. He doesn't want her to get hurt. He wants her to be a scribe so that she can live. And then as the book went on, I was like, do you not have any faith Do you have not one drop of faith in Violet? Like, she has already passed parapet. Like, and then wait, let me go back to this moment. Like, at the beginning of the book, I was already like, oh my god, like, she's already going, like, she's gonna be gone from her mom and her sister for like months and not be able to write them letters for the whole first year. And I thought that was devastating. And then when she meets Rhiannon and Dylan, I was like, oh my god, R.I.P. Dylan. Like, that was already, I was like, oh my god, this is intense. Like, it started already. I thought he was going to be a main character. For sure. And then you continue reading and you're like, what the heck? Like, these people are fighting for their lives. Like, fighting for their lives in this school. I had no idea, and having to go through those emotions was just crazy to me. But anyways, going back to Dane. When I first was introduced to Dane, I was like a fan. I was like, Dane, such a sweetie, you know, like best friends. She hasn't seen him for a year. He looks different. Now he's a dragon rider and she's going to school and, you know, all of this stuff. And then he just, like, you know, really started to show his true colors, and he was absolutely somebody that I was like, he has no faith in her. And then the whole like touching her face all the time, like, at first I thought it was endearing because he was doing it like here and there, but then it was like every single time they interacted he would grab her face. I didn't think anything was wrong with it at the time, but then like the more he was doing it, I was like, what, you don't have to touch her face. You don't have to touch her face every single time you talk to her. And then later we get into the actual, like, what the hell he was touching her face for. And that is when I was like, oh, no wonder I was already starting to get, like, uncomfortable with him touching her face. I knew something was coming with that. I absolutely knew it, which I honestly didn't know it. I'm just giving myself the credit that I knew it, but I didn't know. I had no idea, actually. But when Xaden was introduced at Parapet, taking down her name, telling her she should work her way along because Jack Barlow was about to throw her off, my heart, I was swooning. It was so good. Like, the entire relationship between Xaden and Violet, and how Xaden, like, this whole time Dane's telling Violet that she's gonna die because Xaden's going to kill her because her mom is the one who gave Xaden his scars and his lashes. At first I really thought that they were not gonna be a thing. Like, I thought that he was going to kill her, especially since Jack Barlow was already trying to kill her, has been trying to kill her in this book for the entirety of it. But then she starts to, like, like, the tension starts to build. Like, he wants to know about her. He takes over their wing, like fourth wing, you know, Dane even. Like, it's so good. I just loved it. And then her, like, actually going out to, what was she doing? She was looking for poison so that she can poison her next opponent so that she has an advantage in, like, the, what's it called? In the matches. I thought she was very smart, very clever for that. And just that tension of her flicking her daggers at Xaden and telling him that she'll keep his secret was just like, I was just eating it up. This is happening. Like, they love each other already. Like, it's instant. The tension was there. It was just absolutely so freaking good. And then Xaden's a shadow wielder, like a shadow wielder. Like, he sees everything that his shadows can see. That means that since the beginning of the entire book, when she was hiding in little corners with Dane trying to avoid Xaden, he knew she was there. He had absolutely every idea that she was there. So when Dane kissed her after threshing, he 100% saw that. He saw that with his good eye. He saw that with his shadow's eye. Then he immediately showed up, like, as soon as the kiss was done. It was like, and don't even get me started on threshing. And Darna, my sweet little angel of a girl. She is a sweetie and nothing can happen to her because she's my angel. She's just my little baby. And I just love her so much. When Violet was going through threshing and, like, that entire thing with Jack Barlow, like, they were gonna kill Darna, that she shouldn't live because of this and whatever. I just thought that it was so sweet that Violet took it into her own hands to protect Darna, and I think that that was just something that I absolutely loved because Darna, thinking back on it, like, she is or was a baby and she shouldn't have been in that situation. But getting to, like, the Onyx Storm part of looking back at fourth wing, I get it, or like the Iron Flame part looking back at fourth wing, it was just like Xaden was going to risk it all by protecting Violet, who was trying to protect Darna, and then Taryn coming through and protecting Violet and bonding to her, but not only her, Darna also bonded to her. That moment, I tried to explain that moment to my husband in the best way possible. I had to explain the whole book before that so that I could tell him what was happening right then and there, and he knows how much Andarna means to me. Just that experience of reading Threshing for Violet was just, I will never be able to experience something like that again. My emotions were like way up here. I was having anxiety by like making sure like I didn't want her to die, and I didn't want Andarna to die. I thought she was just like a cute little golden dragon. I didn't know she was a baby at the time, and it's just like something that I absolutely loved. And then just like Sigil and Xaden being there and like watching her, like watching over her, but also not interrupting her, because he knew that she could handle herself. He just wanted to be there to make sure that nothing actually happened if it was going to come to that. And I just think that honestly these books are so good. The way that they're written are so good. Rebecca Yarros needs to announce the next book, because I will be waiting. That's kind of why I took it slow with these books, because I didn't want to get through them too quick, because I specifically knew that the next book wasn't announced yet and we don't know when it's going to come out. Onyx Storm just came out, I think it was January of this year, and so like everybody had been recommending this book to me, but I was just scared. Then I flew through Iron Flame. Like Fourth Wing I actually took my time with, because it was brand new. You know, when you start a book you want to get to know the characters, remember their names, remember the places. You want to like fully immerse yourself in what those books are, everything that's in those books. And honestly the tension between Xaden and Violet was just, I don't even know how to explain that to you. Like, you guys know what I mean. If you guys like the Empyrean series, you guys know exactly what I mean by that. It's so good. We love a shadow signet around here, around these parts. Like, we really, really, really do. And it's just like the way that their dragons are bonded. They're bonded to each other, but it's not just because of dragons. They were already bonded to each other. Like, it's always been a thing. And like, all of the, I can't even like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't even know what to say. You guys know. You guys know exactly what I mean when I say that these books are amazing. They've changed my life completely. I don't even know what to do now with myself. Like, I'm just waiting for the next book. So Liam, I had to say it. Liam, R.I.P. Because that was tough. I was not expecting for anybody to really like die that was like a main person. I know that's like characters died here and there. Obviously Basgaiath is a school of literally fly or die, literally. But Liam, like, really? The Andarna statue, like the little wooden carved Andarna statue that Liam was doing for Violet, and just the ones that he did of all of their dragons for Rhiannon, Riddick, Sawyer. It breaks my heart. Honestly, like, I don't even want to think about it anymore, because it literally breaks my heart. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I had searched up merch on Etsy. I wanted to see like all the Kindle stuff, like maybe just anything. And a lot of the things that I was saying was, it was my honor. And I didn't get it at the time. I was like, it was my honor. Like, I don't know. I thought that was a dragon saying that to somebody else. And then I was like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. I can't even think about the name Liam right now. Like, that was hard. That was very difficult for me. And as it was for all of you guys probably as well. Like, it's just something that I just did not want to even think about. I was heartbroken. I then took multiple days of a break between Fourth Wing and Iron Flame, because I could not even handle that had happened. And then the ending, like, Brennan alive after all the things that Mira went through, Violet went through, their mom went through. Like, it just was so crazy. Iron Flame was so good. That book is so freaking big. I read Fourth Wing on my Kindle, I read Iron Flame on my Kindle, and I read some of Onyx Storm on my Kindle, and then listened to the rest in the dramatized audiobook. And that was my first dramatized audiobook. So at first I had tried a dramatized audiobook before, and I don't know, something about the music and like the background, I don't know, I didn't really like enjoy it. I thought that it was hard for me to focus. But something about this dramatized audiobook, like the cast, the music, I don't know, I think the overall, because it's so action-packed, like, it just made sense. This type of book with a dramatized audio was just absolutely perfect. I think if you are going to listen to a dramatized audiobook, it should be probably like the Empyrean series, because there's so much action in these ones. But I feel like some other books that don't have as much action or something, like, I don't know if I particularly like the dramatized audiobook. But I will be giving it a try again with other books, because I feel like now that I've gotten used to like the background music and all of that, I can can probably handle it for other series or other books as well. So I will be giving that a try. So anyways, I talked about Fourth Wing so much. Iron Flame put me through some stuff because I understand that Violet was so upset at Xaden for keeping this secret from her, and I understand like that miscommunication. It wasn't his secret to tell her about Brennan, like it really wasn't. It's too big of a secret for him to have shared with her, especially because she was so close to Dane, and knowing that Dane was able to see her recent memories, it just makes sense to me that he wouldn't have told her. And I think that the beginning of Iron Flame, where she just wasn't forgiving him, she was having this really difficult time, they weren't together during that time. It just made things really hard for me because I feel like Violet was just being like, come on Violet, like get over yourself. He was actually doing this for you, and he's doing it for the greater good. He has a lot of these kids that he needs to take care of because of the rebellion that his dad did. Like it literally, he has a lot of things on his shoulders. And I don't know if I'm just trying to give Xaden forgiveness because, you know, but I just honestly think that he deserved to have been forgiven much earlier than what Violet was doing. So at the beginning I was having a really difficult time. I was like, Violet's being annoying. Why is she being annoying? Like, just get over yourself. You guys don't even see each other anymore. Every 3 days you're gonna be flying to each other, but you don't even talk. Like, Iron Flame at the beginning I was having a really difficult time with. However, I do love the way that their group had evolved and become a little family in Iron Flame. I absolutely love that. And Darna going through the dreamless sleep, I don't want to be that way, but I do blame Violet. Like, I blame Violet for and Darna having such a difficult time and being forced into the dreamless sleep, whereas like other dragons aren't forced into the dreamless sleep because they don't go and bond a human. But it's also not Violet's fault because Andarna is the only one of her kind, so she chose to, whoa, the sun. She chose to do that on her own. Like, it was her own choice. I love that she's a little snippy, that she has like this teenager, adolescent attitude. I just love everything about that girl. She's my favoriteest thing ever. But Iron Flame was really tough for me. I don't not like it. I think it was great that so many things happened. We realized that Ven and Arrael were finally trying to be a part of the rebellion in this one. They have to go back to school. You know, all of this stuff is happening. It's all of this important stuff is happening, and it's literally crazy. Like, what the hell? But Onyx Storm, you guys, I honestly feel like I need to listen or reread Onyx Storm, at least like half of it or a fourth of it, the ending, because that cannot be how it ends. When I was listening to this, like, if you don't follow me on TikTok, I do a lot of like my live reactions on there. So I'll link my page here and in the description as well so that you guys can follow me on there if that's something that you guys want to be a part of. But that ending, why? Why? Like, what do you mean? Like, what is happening? That's why I think I need to reread the ending of Onyx Storm, because I just feel like either I'm missing something or it just ends like that, and I don't know if I can handle that ending. It's devastating. I feel devastated. I feel like Xaden, but they're married? Did they get married? They're married, right? Like, it's their license of marriage, and I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, I don't even have the words yet to share with you guys. I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys. I have like so many thoughts, so many theories, so many everything. And Darna, she left, but that's devastating for Violet as well as Taryn. They were all three bonded together, and Darna found her kind, thank goodness, but also she left, and I'm happy for her, but at the same time I'm just sad. That's my girl. Like, where is she going? And then at the end, like, she was there but she wasn't, but we didn't get to see anything else of her. We only kind of heard her a little bit, or like had a little moment with her. I don't know, I just feel like Onyx Storm is very devastating. I feel hurt. I feel personally attacked. I feel like, Imogen, what do you mean I did what you told me? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And I kind of loved, though, in Onyx Storm how we got a Rhiannon chapter, we got an Imogen chapter, and we got a Garrick chapter. And of course, I always love a Xaden chapter, but I thought that that was so cool. I kind of loved getting like their chapters in so that you can kind of see what happened during their part of the war and all of that. However, R.I.P. Quinn, my girl. I just feel sad. Onyx Storm, I think out of the three, Fourth Wing is like amazing. But out of the three, I think Onyx Storm has become my favorite because I really loved the adventure that went on there with them trying to find Andarna's kind. I think that that was just so much fun for me. I know that not all of the main characters were in that part of the search, but I think that that was a fun like change of pace. It wasn't fighting the whole time, but they were trying to actually help Andarna find her kind, which is the Irids. And I thought that was just really fun because it also allowed for Xaden to not be connected to magic, which then allowed him to feel more normal Xaden, not so closed off, scared Xaden, which is sad. I don't know what to say. Yeah, and then I also am here for Dane's redemption. Like, I really, really am. I think that at the beginning in Fourth Wing, like, I felt sad that Dane was the way that he was, that he didn't really have any faith in Violet. And then in Iron Flame, he was kind of redeeming himself slowly, but not really like all the way. And in this one, I really am happy that he's finally changed fully. Like, I think he's changed completely. I think that he finally realizes that his dad is fucked up. Like, he's just messed up. Like, he just has problems and he needs to be gone. I hate. What's his name? The one with the C. Karish? I don't know. I am happy that Dane has his redemption time. Like, I think it's cool that even Xaden mentions it when they're on their little adventure of trying to find Andarna's kind, as well as the notebook that Violet's dad left for her. I thought that was really cool. I also want to know a little bit more about why Violet's hair is silver at the ends. I know that they kind of mentioned that she could have either turned to Venin or not, like she has any role. And then also the Onyx Signet, like I had thought that I was like, he's not sharing something because I know that he has like his own personal feelings about his family and his brother. And then when Xaden gets jealous, like it's just so freaking good. Anyways, but his signet coming through and then him having already Violet's back during that time and him knowing certain things, it's just like literally so good. I've had the best time reading this. I am so ready for Rebecca Yarros to announce the next book. I can't wait. I also don't have any of the physical books yet. I only read them on my Kindle, so I am excited to get the physical copies of these books. I do want the ones with the sprayed edges because they're beautiful. And I also know that the Spanish ones are colorful. Like there's a purple one, I think there's a teal one, and there's a blue one or something like that. I don't know. I'll include those pictures here as well as some that have like pretty sprayed edges. I just wanted to share that with you. And I just have a lot of thoughts overall on the Empyrean series. But I did just kind of want to go over all of that information with you because I feel like I have to talk to you guys about this. It was so good. You guys were 100% right on reading this series. It took me for one of the best rides of my entire life. I am now 100% a fan. I know that Rebecca Yarros said that there's going to be a TV show of Fourth Wing, which I am a little bit intimidated about. I'm a little bit scared because I have the idea of what these characters look like in my mind, as do all of us, and I feel like it's just high stakes. It's real high stakes because we love this series. We love these books. They mean a lot to a lot of us, and it's just kind of like, oh, you know, a little bit scary, like what's gonna happen. I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen though. I think that they could do it pretty good. I'm sure that they could do something good, but I'm also kind of scared. So we'll see with that. I do, however, really love this series, and I just wanted to share that love with you guys because you guys are initially the ones who told me how good this series is and that I should read it. So I'm so glad that I listened to you guys and I read this. If you can't tell, my voice is going away for some reason because I'm talking that much about these books. Like, that's how much I love these books. My voice is going to go away because I just keep yapping about everything that I could ever think of about these books. There's just so much happening right now. I love Xaden. I love Violet. I love Andarna. I love Terrence. Gail is bossy, but do your thing, girl. You gotta control your man. I love everything about everything. Riddick nothing better happen to Riddick because I would not be able to handle something happening. Sawyer already got his leg chewed off. I can't handle that again. Justinia, my girl. These characters just mean so much to me, and I am so excited to finally have read them, have become a part of this community that love these books so much. I want to know all of your guys' thoughts. Please share with me any theories, any thoughts that you guys have. If you guys did make it to the end of this video, comment a dagger or a dragon. Either or, I'm happy with it. But I did just want to share that I love these books, and whenever I do get the physical copies, the sprayed edges physical copies or the Spanish ones, I will be making a video about that because they're so special to me. I love everything about these books. I think that we're gonna have to wait a year or two probably for the next book to come out, but when that happens, I will most likely do a reread because I already want to reread these books to feel something again. But what books do you guys recommend I read next after this series? I have been reading things already, but what would you guys personally recommend that I read? And I just want to know everything and anything that you guys have thoughts wise when it comes to the Empyrean series. Like, there's just so many things that I didn't even comment on because like there's just so many thoughts in my head about what this series includes. Like, I can't even go through everything that I'm thinking about in the books that is relevant to everything, like literally. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to chat about it, have a little bit of a chit chat with you guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.